This is a viewer's request. Let's get into it.
First things first, whenever I purchase new patterns, this is kind of an OCD thing for me, but I print out a small picture of the pattern so that I can put it on the front of my envelopes. For when I'm looking through the drawer, I know what that pattern looks like if I'm not referencing my binder. So that's that. And let's see. Now I'll go through the whole process. So I have two binders. One has Simplicity and McCall's, and that's how the binder was divided up until maybe a couple weeks ago. I put all of my men's patterns at the front since there are not a lot of them, and I want to have quick access to those, so I put those at the front of my binder. And then there are all my Simplicity patterns. And then back here are my McCall's patterns. This is my current setup now. As binder 1. Binder 2 is kind of like all of my indie patterns. So we have Deer and Doe. And these sheets here, I downloaded from my Sewed Academy course. They're provided by Mimi G's Sewed Academy. And then these are some things from Montoya Mayo that I like and I want to make. So she has her own little separate divider. And then there's Gertie and her charm patterns. And this skirt is the first skirt I wanted to make, which I still haven't made yet. But she actually sparked my love for vintage. These are all of her patterns. Then Mimi G's patterns that are not with Simplicity, they do have their own section. Some of her DIY, her So Def patterns. And then there's seam work. Then there's Petite Stitchery and Company. Love this dress pattern here. It is a TNT. And there's Ellie and Mac. Then I have my Mood patterns, Alice and Company, and other indie patterns. I ran out of divider tab, so I just put some of the others that I may only have like 1 or 2 patterns in or whatnot. So yep, that's the binder. So I'm gonna put this one to the side because the patterns that we are organizing today are all McCall's and Simplicity. Binder aside, I purchased these envelopes from Walmart. They are 6 in a pack for, I believe it was like $1.07. And these have that kind of laminated feel to the front of them. The envelopes I usually get are these kinds, the one with the more rough feeling to it. And I get these from the dollar store, and I think they come 8 in a pack for $1. But I haven't been able to find them lately, so I went ahead and picked these up at Walmart. Now for my larger patterns, my PDF printed patterns, I do pick up the bigger envelopes. These are for $1. I think I got at the dollar store. I didn't realize only 4 came in a pack, but yeah, I got these for $1. And I would normally use those for like something like this if, you know, I don't have the small envelopes available. Also, these clear envelopes are also great, and I purchased these on Amazon. I can't remember the cost. I'll drop that in later. I'll leave a link to it in the description box as well. But I also use these for these patterns. So these are some that I already done. And I just paste those pictures that I showed you onto my envelope. I'll go through that process. And then this is one of the bigger envelopes. And these are the plastic see-through envelopes that I purchased from Amazon. And what I like about these is that I don't have to do any gluing. I just make sure I have the cover sheet in here. And when I do use the pattern and I cut out the pieces, they can also go into this envelope as well. The first thing I do, I take my pattern. So if it has a rack number, I make sure I put the original pattern number on the front as well. So I remove the tissue paper and the instructions from the envelope. Then I take one of my small envelopes and I write the pattern number on it. And it's Simplicity S9828. I'm going to find that corresponding picture. Add my glue. And I try to get it on here as neat and centered as possible. It's never perfect, but I especially try to make sure that my edges are laying down as best I can. Then I put the tissue paper and instructions on the inside. And these envelopes are never, pressed on that line. So I just make sure I press that really well and then I close them. Right? So we have that one. And then let's see, let's do this one. We have Simplicity, also a rack number. So I wrote the number on the outside. And it is Simplicity S98. 33. And remove the instructions and the tissue paper in any order you choose it. I don't always do it in the same order. Okay. Find a small picture. Glue. Right. Okay. And then since both of these are Simplicity patterns, I put them back to back. I put them in a sleeve. Back to back. Put them in a sleeve. And then we are putting them in the envelope. I'm sorry, we're putting them in the binder. Then we're putting those in the binder. Once I have my patterns in the envelopes, I put them away. And I'll show you that as well. Just get all the ones I've done so far so we can put them away. So these containers, they just slide right under my bed. A little dusty. But I also keep these envelopes in here as well and other things that I need. But here are the patterns that I have in the clear covers, as well as other little helpful information in the other patterns that are in the bigger envelopes. So any envelopes that are this size and the plastic covers go in these little bins under my bed. And this is not the only bin. There is another one. This one is not completely full, as you can see. But there's another one that is full to capacity underneath there, as well as another one that has supplies in it. Okay, say hello since you want to be in the way. You want to be in the camera? Okay. Okay, move. Move, sir. So this is Kane. You're in the way. You sat right in the spot. Can you go that way?
Hey, come over here.
Go over there.
Come on.
Please. Come on. Thank you. Okay. So this is a plastic 3-drawer bin that I bought from Walmart to store my patterns. So they are full. I did say that most of the big envelopes are underneath my bed, but here's one drawer dedicated to those. This one is Simplicity Patterns, and they are numbered. They are in alphabetical order. Actually, today I'm doing a whole bunch of organizing, so my daughters are currently in my closet trying to help me organize my patterns. So Simplicity 1020. Like I said, they are already in here in order. So I'll just put this one at the front. And then there's 1506. Let's see where it'll go. Okay, so this one will go there. 9828. I know those are here. Okay. So Simplicity S9828. And then 9833. And then we come up here to McCall's. The Know Me will also go in there. I'll just make them a little section of their own. So that's McCall's 7818. I have a lot of patterns, y'all, and I haven't made I ain't even made a quarter of these. Probably like 1% of these I've made. Okay, so these are like my quick sews and stuff I have stacked there. I don't really have an order for them. So I'll just put Know Me at the back of the McCalls, and then this quick sew will go there. And I don't know why I didn't stick these in that bin while I was there. But anyways, that's where they will go. My binders are also housed in this closet. So that's how I organize my patterns. Hopefully that will help you out and give you some tips and some things that you can get your hands on to make your sewing life a little bit better organized. Until next time, keep sewing.